Hi there, good morning. My name is Virgo, and my friends call me Mocha. I'm having this vlog right now in order for me to introduce myself to you. This would be my official vlog, and I know that June is ending, but this will be my first in June. Well, I'm inspired to do a vlog because I have watched my friends to a vlog, and I can see that I can also do one and inspire people with my experience, with the stories that I have to tell, and by also trying to let other people know or let other stories be known so that we will be able to learn from them. And I know that it is boring at times to talk about life in general because we have a different path that we are treading. But then sometimes it's good to know the experiences of other people in order for us to learn from it. And sometimes it's kind of overwhelming, but the thing is, by listening to their stories, by knowing their stories, we would be able to understand why people behave in such a way. And that's sometimes why you behave like that yourself. Because sometimes we are confused and we are puzzled with the fact that we don't know why we did such horrible things, or how we are able to accomplish so much in a very short period of time. But then these achievements just go to waste because of the fact that we haven't felt the value of that particular achievement. So, like what I've mentioned earlier, I'd like to share with you some of the experiences that I have and the stories of my friends. I'd like to tell you these stories in order for you to learn from it. I'm sorry if I have slips because I'm not really a native English speaker. Well, as you can see, I am a Filipino and I'm not from Manila, so sometimes if I speak in Tagalog, I also have slips because I am Visayan. Well, we have our own dialect. We call that um, the Kinaraga because I came from one of the province of Davao. It's Davao Oriental, and I belong to the I was raised in the oldest municipality in Mindanao, which is Caraga. Caraga the town, not the region, because there's also a region that's named Caraga, but ours is Caraga. So that's one trivia that, that you have known from me. Well, I'm glad to share it with you so that if you come across our place in the map, you would be able to know that this is Caragada town and not the region. And we also have the oldest um, bell and the oldest church in Mindanao. So I don't want to discuss more about that because I'm not really privy to the facts behind it. I just mentioned that we have that. I don't want to mess history by providing you wrong information regarding that. But yeah, we have an oldest church in Mindanao and then an oldest bell. And we also have that Millennium Sunrise event before. Yeah. So that's in Pusan Point. That's actually a barangay of my where my grandparents used to live. My mom used to spend time or vacation there, but some things happen and there are changes. So we just have to accept the change or the things that we cannot change. and have the courage to move on to achieve more. Well, what I'm trying to say is that these are the experiences that I have. These are the information about me. So that on my next vlog, you would know who I am, why I am talking this way, why I speak this way, why do I have this type of opinion, and why do I, blurt out these words. By knowing me, you would be able to get my point or understand where I'm coming from because you have known me, even just for a little bit. Like a tiny bit of information about me right now would give you an idea. And as we go along, as we progress, you would be able to understand as to why I am this way. So, one of the stories that I have is that I was raised by pious people, my mom and my stepdad, because my dad died when I was a year old and 4 months. So I was a baby then, and I have a new born baby brother when my father died. So after like 4 years of my mom, when my dad died, she met her ex-boyfriend again, and then yeah, my stepdad courted my mom again, and then they got married. They have 3 children. So all in all, I have a total of 5. So I have 4 siblings, like one brother from my real father, and then I have 3 siblings from my mom with my stepdad. My stepdad is also passed away, so may he rest in peace. I really love him because he was the one who nurtured me. He wasn't perfect. The way I'm raised is not the way I was raised isn't that perfect at all. But I learned from those. I mean, I was thankful for the experience that was provided to me, and the care that I was accorded to, even if I'm not his real child. He still cared for me and provided for me. Growing up, I didn't have much, although mom has a lot of properties, but she she's not fond of like claiming those properties that she's supposed to own. So she just develop what's been provided to her, or what's been afforded her by um, her parents. But then there are other properties that my mom wasn't able to take advantage of. That her cousins are the one who's taking advantage of it. But right now, those properties are gone. So my mom told me if she's going to reclaim it, she can, because she has the right, she has documentation. But it will take time. So if she will try to acquire those, she may buy buy some from others in order to move on from those things. Anyway, we have lived our lives without those properties or those wealth that she's supposed to get. So that's one story that I have shared with you about my family. That I was, it's not really struggling because we are well provided. Um, but there are luxuries in life that's not being provided to us. So we have to work for it. And that's the reason why, even if I encounter a lot of problems during these days, if I got sick, and then if I got brokenhearted, if you know people tend to betray me, or because we can't avoid that sometimes, because of enviousness, because of envy, people tend to do things that they don't want to do. But then, because of impulsiveness, because of yeah, like what I've mentioned, envy, that they try to do these things in order to prove to themselves that they're also worth it. But it's not good, but it exists. So we have to accept that. I guess that's all for now. I have talked a lot, and since this is my first, um, with my upcoming vlogs, you will be able to get to know me more. We'll talk about interesting topics like friendship, betrayal, love, um, the recent economic condition of the Philippines or the economic status of the Philippines. We can talk about politics, we can talk about religion, relationship, anything under the heat of the sun. And that's the reason why I tried to, introduce myself to you so that you will understand why I have these ideas or why I have these opinions or even the words that I blurt out suddenly. So you won't be shocked because at least little by little, um, I'm able to make you understand who really Virgo or Mocha is to my friends here in Manila. And I'll be spending some time in my hometown in mid July. So, my friends in Caraga, well, I'll see you there. So, I'll work on the lighting later. So, if you see my vlog, please try to subscribe or share my vlog if you like it. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.